beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight. Just the beginning of our lives, sweet Grenada. This is home, yes. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight. Just the beginning of our lives, sweet Grenada.
All right, Grenada, Carrico, PD Monic, and the world, the Caribbean, everyone tuned in to Mikey Live. People, we want to say hello to you. I hope that you had an amazing weekend. Not a productive weekend, but an amazing weekend, whatever that means to you. Of course, we have a lot of things to tell you about. It is Monday, and of course, we're hitting the ground running today. Of course, we have a lot of things to tell you about, the things that are making the news, people. Things that you have not heard anywhere else or seen anywhere else. You will be getting that right here on Mikey Live, people. We have no horse in the race. We give you the good, the bad, and the Mikey. So what is really making the news, boy? Grenada crowned OECS ECCB netball champions. We win the business. We win. Also, I care for all. We're going to be telling you about that in a moment. And the career and job opportunity, we'll be telling you about that as well. Dentist, quote unquote, in trouble with the law in Grenada. Why? We're going to explain that to you in a moment. In Trinidad, teacher charged with raping of a student. In St. Lucia, armed robbery at a KFC outlet results in one man being shot by police. There's a family in Trinidad who's looking for their loved one, the father, who has Alzheimer's. And guess what they are saying? That citizens are making the whole thing more painful for them because people are calling, reporting that they have seen the man wandering. And when they check it out, however far, it turns out to be a prank call. The family says that they have had to deal with a lot of that since their father went missing. Tragic, if you ask me. And speaking of tragic, though no fatalities, we've had some crazy accidents on the weekend. Folks, we're going to tell you about all these and more when we return on tonight's Mikey Live. Remember, it's real news in Ole Lili Lolo when we return. We want to let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Emeralds International, and WPG10. We'll be back in a moment.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
for me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60, but as benefit expenses continue to rise and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rate in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all social security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? Support the incremental changes and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
The Courts Home event is finally here. Now is the time to get all you need for your home. Create your sweet retreat with our bedroom ranges. Level up the family room with high-definition TVs, entertainment systems, comfy sofas or sectionals. Enjoy more home dining with a new set. Getting into home fitness? We've got that too. And find something shiny and new for your kitchen. All at the Courts Home event, where we have it all.
The 3rd Annual Caribbean Comedy Show. Saturday, August 17th at Spice Basket. Stay locked for more.
Glass. You see what I've done with it? You want to swear me to raise the grass. Look, I am a very, very serious man.
The man is a very serious man, so take him serious, Olia. Yes, so we go in. Olia, so the first thing that we need to tell you about, boy, as usual, the talk of vehicular crashes and so on, where we had several crashes on the weekend, none of which were fatal. Some more, oh gosh, yeah, sorry, some were more severe than others, but I think that it's safe to say that we have a trend that doesn't want to go away, man. It is continuing to persist, and it is making a lot of drivers uncomfortable. It is making a lot of road users uncomfortable. I think one of the incidents which happened in the Woburn area on the weekend is evidence of the sort of thing that drivers are doing on the road, one, and two, what other road users are subjected to. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the video properly to orient itself properly on the screen, so we'll have to leave the footage. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a bizarre accident where a car speeding missed a biker, missed some oncoming vehicles, and went straight into the bushes. I think that a lot of you may have seen it on my wall because it still is there, you know. But it's just crazy. There was another one, I believe it involved a bus also, in the Mardi Gras area, I think, in Pedmota area, you know. And you wonder what's really happening. Nobody plans an accident, but it's just for something for us to think about. What's really going on with the roads, with people and the drivers on the roads? Are we having too many vehicles on the road? Does the road need an upgrade? But I don't think. If you know the kind of roads that you're dealing with, yes, I mean, there's always room for improvement. But if you understand the kind of roads that we are dealing with, then as a driver, you be guided accordingly. Yeah? Yeah, it's not like the road takes you by surprise, right? So you'll be guided accordingly, and you know. But now, boy, no. Crazy stuff, I tell you. Crazy stuff. Oh yeah. The next thing that I had to tell you about, boy, is on the weekend we had the launch of the St. Patrick Carnival. Krong City, they say. Now, one of the things that we understand is that some of the entertainers are not going to be participating, like some of the big names that you hear, like the boys here and so on, will not be participating in this year's Soca Monarch. However, they'll be just making their contributions and so on. You understand? People were giving a taste of the young stars and so on. There was a little shot there, a little vehicle, you know, just the regular, you know. Don't expect an electrify and so on. So all yeah, when you see these things happening, you know Spice Mass is on. The parish launch was a really good one. Very good. You understand? So I think the thing starts.
This one not giving trouble, now a biggest more trouble. Put the train here, everything. And every touchdown. Press it there. Hey, turn up. Let me sing. What's that smash up? Mash out to that. Hold on now. You realize a lot of problem going on in St. Patrick's, right? Yeah. So we the north though. North side. Men from the north. North side we say. Men from the north. Men from the north. All right. Yeah. We're from the north. So to play a job, you have to understand the true fundamentals of a real job.
So despite the fact that some of the guys will not be participating in the big competitions, they will continue to sing on the various stage shows. There was a song that was launched by Boys on the weekend, boy. No, about stupid man and thing, you know. Anyway, lately that talk day. We're moving on. Alright, so folks, the next thing that we have to tell you about, well, there are little speeches and thing, you know, minister and thing, talk and thing like that, you know. Pamela Moses was there, and then Anthony Boswain and thing that was there and thing. And anyway, right, so we're going. Oh yeah, Grenada, our Grenadian players, people. Our netballers won. One of the people. They don't come second, you know. The senior netball team won. The tournament, you know. The OECS, ECCB Netball Championship. It ended on Friday. Grenada margin him up. We win the trophy, boy. It was a week-long tournament. We win the business. Letitia Keto, MVP, Grenada. You know what I mean? 5 netball teams from across the OECS competed in the tournament for the trophy. No. We beat them up bad, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, St. Lucia and all of them. They get real good enough people. I ain't making it up. I would like for you to give our team a round of applause. You understand? And let them know how much we appreciate them. Antigua and Barbuda Gaelics, Dominica Gaelics, St. Lucia Gaelics, St. Vincent and the Grenadines Gaelics. You know what I mean? So yes, boy. So we want to say big up to the whole team and things like that. I'll come back tonight, I think. I'll came back already, right? So if I'll come back and then, yeah, big up all the whole stuff. I think I heard that you guys were arrived back into Grenada. So anyway, we appreciate you all the time, all right? People, all give them a clap on the program now, Jed. What it is? Give them people a clap on the program. Yeah, boy. So we're moving on. The next thing that we have to tell all there, boy. Some good news coming out from Nawa. So let me show all the business. Let me show the kind of work them men how to do pipe and thing for them, to only run all them out. Yeah, I mean, yo, watching a Greeny, that's jet, no. Greeny, that's jet, no. If you feel like a bad mood and thing, if you feel like a bad mood and you get up and you go and walk and you feel like a bad mood, all you have to go is and go on now as our Facebook page, please mash up. It's what Greeny dance doesn't say. You know what I mean? Yo, I ain't making it up here. If you're in like a bad mood, the boss give you like a trouble about midday and anything you want to like a relaxer to go on now as a Facebook page, you see Greeny Dance play mass. He doesn't talk about the good and the give it now as a real fire about Jano, but look at the work them men and them doing. Go and talk about that. You know what I mean? So here we're going on, people. They say that work on phase 2 of the Annadale Intake Development Project is well underway with approximately 5,000 feet of 6-inch HDPE pipe. They say it's been laid from the newly constructed dam done in phase 1 to the existing one. Now this project forms part of the Grenada Water Partnership, a subset of the Grenada Water Stakeholder Platform, the GWASP, with the International Water Stewardship Program. Now they're saying that the key project objective is reducing water losses experienced between the Grenada Outfall and Annadale dams, thus increasing the water supplied to the dam and ultimately increasing water availability for treatment during the dry season or whenever we have like a water problem and thing when it comes to storage and thing like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, so all we fix up them and have to raise all this heavy thing on them, you know what I mean? And when they go man thing, they back and thing does hold them and thing, and you don't hear nothing about that. Well, you know what I mean? Anyway, lady that talk there. Yeah, all of it is matching what us do them work. No, it's people. It's people. You know what I mean? So the next time you feel like gonna give them people talk on the page, remember that. And line by what them people say. And they say she missing she dog and thing. And they trying to get a picture for her. You know, they say the dog go missing and thing. And they want help from you in locating the dog. You know what I mean? So once I get that, I'll get back for you. I don't know, sometimes my picture and then they'll just disappear, but I'll come back to that just now. Let's go on to another story still. I mean, I'll get the dog just now. Even the dog picture missing. The dog missing and the picture missing. Career opportunity. An establishment or established business in St. George's is looking for suitably qualified applicants to fill the post of senior accounting officer. Now, let me tell you this. When I put them thing on the program, people just get work. The other day, I went to an establishment and the man tell me, Mikey, you advertise like a thing for a security thing. I thought I was joking making. I apply and look, I am here now. I get the work. You know what I mean? So somebody who's looking on the program tonight go get a work. You know what I mean? Because he alone will go hear about it. You know what I mean? So, if you want a work, here's what. Senior Accounting Officer. And your responsibilities and requirements for the position includes, but is not limited to, verify, post, and reconcile account balances using QuickBooks, so that's small thing. Maintain the general ledger. Also prepare and present accounting reports, assist with financial audits and tax returns, analyze financial information and summarize financial status. Prepare financial statements and produce budget according to schedule. You know what I mean? And if you are the right person for the job, you should have a bachelor's degree in accounting or achieve at least level 2 ACCA together with a minimum of 2 to 3 years proven experience as an accounting supervisor. Also, awareness of business trends, hands-on experience with QuickBooks accounting software, that's small thing again, accuracy and attention to details and familiarity and financial accounting standards. Statements, sorry. Now, the applications should be sent or submitted to the mailing and email addresses below. Well, not below, but now. And here's what. You have a few days to that, right? On July 12th will be the last for that. Send it to the Managing Director, P.O. Box 3960, St. George's, Grenada. Or you can email jobopportunitygda@outlook.com. Right? Now, only applicants selected for interview will receive acknowledgement. So just send and call, harass people. Eh? Right. All you, a dentist. Right? Well, when I say dentist, I'm doing that. Right? In trouble with the law. Big up to the people on WPG10. Big up to Facebook viewers. According to reports following complaints dating back to 2017 and an investigation carried out by the authorities, Mr. Derek Richards, a dental auxiliary who operates a dental clinic in St. George as a dentist, he was charged with 8 counts of practicing dentistry without being registered. It's a violation of the 2010 Health Practitioners Act. According to reports, he's on $20,000 bail. According to reports again, a routine procedure in October of 2018 at the Practitioners Dental Clinic in St. George left the woman hospitalized for 18 days, you know, people. They say she nearly dead, you know. What? They say she nearly dead. Let me put my pants. Eh? I remember MTV News, they break the story, people. By the way, anyway, let's leave that talk there. Yeah? So, according to reports, the St. David resident was arrested, formally charged on June 14, 2019 for the offense of practicing dentistry without being registered to do so in accordance with the provision of the Health Practitioners Act. Is what the lady, you know, who reported the thing say what she say, you know, yo, pain, how can I think she need that? She say, I'm making it up. Yeah? They say the dentist for a number of years been conducting many dental procedures, doing filling, extraction. Well, you know the work, so I'm making it up. So the man doing that for years, you know. So he's on $20,000 bail with 2 sureties. You know, he's been faced with 8 counts of practicing dentistry without being registered. It dates back as far back as 2013 to 2019. Yeah, boss. I mean, well, it's like small thing in the partners. If you think you had to do anything and they want a mouth to practice, standardize it. And I mean, if a mouth look like you want some practice too. You know what I mean? Yeah, mouth like some practice. You do all kind of thing, you know what I mean? In your spare time. Because you need to keep yourself occupied for like a while. You know what I mean? That could be a guinea pig. You know what I mean? You do some work on the jaw, do some work on the teeth and them and thing and straighten up the thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, leave that talk to her. As a dental auxiliary, Richards is among those you can describe as allied health practitioners. They too must be registered and have a nice little sign set up in the building with the certificate and the kind of business, failing which you're also in contravention of the law. Anyway, let that talk. Anyway, if you decide to take me up on the offer, give me a shot. And in a spare time, you do some work on the moit. I like get serious now, not to laugh. Alright, so we have a few things to tell all you about, you know. Here this one. Here that piece, I want to big up Brother John and the program. And all them people, all them old people all watch Mikey Live. We are real old people and they want to watch Mikey Live. When I'm here going final and things, I get arrested, you know. Big up to all them old people watching the live. Yeah, next thing that I want to tell you. Watching I get real hard and things, because sometimes when I come on the program and then I find my script missing. I find people that mess with my script and I ain't playing that with all, you know. Yeah, I find them messing with my script. Yeah, planting a bug in me program, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, alright. Anyway, so the next thing that we have to tell you, I told you there was an opportunity for all, right? Opportunity for all, right? Right, so let me pull up that piece for all, you know. Because what I'm telling all is that there are some people who have eye problems and they don't know where to turn to. So soon you will be getting some assistance. You understand? I think the Rotary Club, they have like a thing coming up and they want all to know about it. So I received this information here. Now the Rotary Club of Grenada, in conjunction with a team from the Voluntary Autometric Services for Humanity, the VOSH of North Carolina, USA, they will be hosting a week of free eye examinations as follows. Saturday 29th June 2019, Hillsborough Health Center, Carriacou. Monday 1st July 2019, St. Patrick Health Center. Then Tuesday 2nd July 2019, Grand Bras Medical Station. Wednesday 3rd July 2019, the Youth Center, Montrouge. All clinics will run from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Alright, again the dates: Saturday 29 June, Hillsborough Health Center, Carriacou. Monday 1st July, St. Patrick Health Center. Tuesday 2nd July, Grand Bras Medical Station. Wednesday 3rd July, the Youth Center, Montrouge. And all clinics are going to be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please be guided accordingly, and that's for your eye clinic. You know what I mean? All right. What else you have to tell all you? We are real thing to tell all. Share the program. Sometimes all fret me too, you know. All you just want to watch the news and do share the program. If we charging all, you know, what I go on now with free program for everybody, share the program. Oh yeah. Here what going on now. A teacher, boy. Yeah? Just before we go into the next segment. A teacher charged with raping a student at a school in Trinidad, boy. They say police arrested and charged a 36-year-old male educator at a prominent high school there with raping a 16-year-old female student of the institution. They say that the accused is scheduled to make a court appearance tomorrow, God's willing. Yeah? Now, according to the police report, the offense was allegedly committed between, I think it's Friday, February 1st. That's it right there. They say they're conducting more investigations. And police say further investigations have been conducted into other sexual related offenses that have reportedly been committed against other female students at the same learning institution. Now, I am bringing up this to come back home because for months there have been allegations, including charges laid against certain people who have dealings to do with school children, and to this day, after allegations, charges, court dates, court appearances, nothing no change in our beautiful island. the Spice Isle of the Caribbean, where you are free to wander, free to roam, and free to interfere them children, until such time when we have another Ariel Bola case, God forbid. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes, you see, we don't want to publish all them things for behind the scenes. I've been trying for months for the system to tighten up, because I don't want to read them thing on them on the news. Tighten up. Let me get something, you know? But, Papa, yo, if me can get things to happen, who could? Anyway, let's leave that talk. So, we have a few things to tell you about. When we come back, an armed robbery at the KFC outlet in St. Lucia that ended up with one of the alleged robbers being shot by police. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the cruel prank on the family whose dad is missing, by the way. We're going to tell you how that is working out for them. We have a hot list for you. And I don't know, your name might be there. You never know. We have that and more coming up, folks. We take a short break, and when we come back, it will be more news in audio. Lily Lolo.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom
For me and you.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. What a wonderful world.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
The Courts Home event is finally here. Now is the time to get all you need for your home. Create your sweet retreat with our bedroom ranges. Level up the family room with high-definition TVs, entertainment systems, comfy sofas or sectionals. Enjoy more home dining with a new set. Getting into home fitness? We've got that too. And find something shiny and new for your kitchen. All at the Courts Home event, where we have it all.
We all look forward to our retirement, enjoying our golden years with family, friends, and loved ones. The best way to secure an income during retirement is through investments, savings, and an NIS pension. Thanks to improvements in healthcare, Grenadians are living longer, healthier lives. These years also need to be covered by a pension to guarantee a comfortable life. Today you contribute 9% and retire at age 60. But as benefit expenses continue to rise, and with longer lifespans, the NIS won't be able to provide pensions and other social security benefits at this rate. To continue providing benefits, the NIS will need to increase the contribution rate from 9% to 11%, a 2% overall increase shared between you and your employer. The retirement age will gradually increase from 60 to 65 over an extended period. Let's put this into perspective. If you earn $1,500 today, your contribution is $60 and your employer pays $75. With a 2% increase shared between you and your employer, you'll now pay $75 and your employer will pay $90. That's only a $15 increase. These are the types of social security changes being made worldwide. In fact, Grenada has one of the lowest pension age and contribution rate in the region. With these small changes, you'll be able to continue enjoying all Social Security benefits and retire between age 60 and 65 with the guarantee of a pension from the NIS. If these adjustments aren't made now, then by 2035, the NIS will need to increase your contribution rate to 22.5%. So, what can you do? Support the incremental changes and continue with the solidarity of the Grenadian people. A little change today for a convenient, happy future.
Yes, I thank you guys and welcome back. You see when I tell you the break shot, it'll be real shot on thing now. All you. So hear this, right? An armed robbery probably would have gone wrong. Saturday night in Castries, boy, at a KFC outlet, it went very wrong for one of those suspects. Two masked men, armed with guns, made their way into the KFC outlet. However, within minutes, members of the Special Services Unit were onto the suspects. It became pretty ugly for one of those robbers, as we will find out in this HTS report out of St. Lucia.
Bloodied and looking lifeless, the body of one of the two suspects stretched on the ground near the CDC residential buildings in Castries. He is said to be one of the two men who, at about closing time at the Castries Miku Street branch of the KFC, made their way into the building. Masked and bearing arms, they meant business. The robbers were able to leave with a still undisclosed quantity of cash from the eating outlet. But the Special Services Unit of the police force were quickly informed and were soon in hot pursuit of the suspects. Despite the cover of darkness, the police were able to locate one of the men. Acting Corporal 806 Ann Joseph of the Press and Public Relations Unit says the suspect was shot during the efforts to apprehend him.
On Saturday, the 22nd of June 2019, about 11:20 p.m., a report was referred to the Criminal Investigations Department in Castries of an aggravated burglary, and the location of that incident was KFC on Maywood Street in Castries. During the robbery, it was reported that a quantity of cash was taken by two masked individuals who were armed with firearms. The Special Services Unit responded, and in pursuit of the suspect, the description of the suspect as given by the persons at KFC, one individual was shot during apprehension.
There is no word yet on the alleged accomplice. The captured man is receiving medical attention at Victoria Hospital.
That individual is currently admitted at the Victoria Hospital in stable condition.
According to Acting Corporal Ann Joseph, the suspect was found with some incriminating bits of evidence.
A quantity of cash as well as what appears to be face masks were recovered from the individual who was shot.
The customers and staff who witnessed the robbery are said to be shaken but physically unhurt. This is still a live investigation, as police have directed efforts at capturing the second suspect and any other accomplice who may have been involved in Saturday's KFC Miku Street robbery. Stanley Lucien for the HTS News Force.
Thank you very much, Stanley. Listen, anybody commenting about the officer in a way that I don't like, I delete it all off my program. You understand? Good. Since the name change, I'm probably looking at like a different boy. I am the only one with the authority to comment. Alright? Yes, maybe she might be the most beautiful police officer in the world, but that's only okay for me to say. In fact, name change, they just forget about commenting about that. That ship sail already. You know what I mean? That ship sail. Take all the time and mind all the business. You know what I mean? She no longer makes me sweat on the program. Look, dry like a nut. Anyway, lately that talk. Anyway, I want to go St. Lucia. I want to go look for my partner, Rihanna. Okay. So folks, we have some more to tell you about. We were telling you about the missing animal, and we found the picture of the missing animal. We wanted to find the picture before we told you the story. I don't want to raise no suspicions. I want to go St. Lucia to look for my partner Ariane. It's a while. I know he was sick. I haven't seen him, and I think a trip is due, you know. Yeah. Anyway, all you. Story time. Serious business now. Miss Gemma Richards says that her dog is missing and was last seen by her daughter's house last Thursday. He went missing. His name is Snow for obvious reasons. You understand? They're saying that they are offering to the public a reward. Anyone who returns Snow, $500. Alright? So all you, if you want to see any dog like that in all the area. Miss, but wait now. You didn't tell me where. I was looking at that and I find I don't see the actual area. I can't remember the area that she mentioned. Okay, but if you see a dog like that in the area, you understand? The lady say, well, maybe you could call the police or something. The lady say she's offering $500 to anyone who finds this missing dog. Alright. Alright, so we're moving on. I wonder how the men and them in the police force and them those. Well, not even, but I didn't go in so far. In media houses holding up the camera. I would like to see that man holding that camera up to do the interview with Officer Joseph. You know what I mean? This man pass out there. Listen, you ever meet a beautiful woman and then, or somebody of the opposite sex that makes you nervous? That you get stupid around them? That you're disoriented when you're around them. You can't say nothing wrong, right? When they say something and you all finish talk, we go home and it feels stupid. You ever had that feeling? Well, I've never. Moving along. So, all you. The serious story that I want to tell earlier about, why they say cruel pranks against a family as they search for their missing dad. The relatives of Mr. Kenneth Titus Trinidad. They say that he's a 73-year-old missing man with Alzheimer's. He went missing. You understand? Last seen in April. In April. And they say they've been getting calls from people to say, yes, I see my yes. And when they turn out, it's prank calls on people. Yo, prank on her. But how people, yo, that jet on her. But how they could do that? Anyway, lady, that police and fire officials are conducting their investigations into a fire last Saturday night which destroyed a house. Trinidad again. No, that one was in Barbados, boy. In St. Michael. It claimed the lives of two residents, a woman 83 years old and her 52-year-old son. Police say that they're looking into the origin of the fire and stuff like that. They say it's unknown, but they are conducting the investigation. The house was completely destroyed. A 3-bedroom wood and wall home was destroyed, you know. So they're saying, boy, nah, Jed. The following persons, if you are listening to the program, you're asked to please call 420-8226. Or if you know of the following persons, please ask them to call the number. Atiba Bartholomew of Tivoli, Sherlan Ambrose, Hillsview, Guelph, St. John, Stafford, Charles, Brizan, Augustus, Maitland, Buseju, Kesia Strawn, Westerhall, St. David, Byron Frank, Vendom, Glen Canai, Post Royal St. Andrew, Errol McEwen, Carrier, St. Andrew, Mondela, Jeremiah, Marian, Alicia Joseph, River Road, Kareem St. Louis, Library, Cheryl Ann Johnson, Mardi Gras, Suzanne Samuel Andrew, Caruth St. Andrew, Omega Antoine, Marley, Shakira Maxwin, Frequente, Sheldon James, Lamode, Tillett, Maxwin, Woodlands, Damia, Gilliam, Snow Corner, and Kim Edwards. Please call 420-8226, or if you know these persons, ask them to call the number 420-8226. All right, folks, what we're going to do right now, time is running out. What we have for you right now is the National Report.
The region urged to speak collectively on the troubling subject of de-risking. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Monday, June 24th, I am Leslie Ann Johnson. Grenada's Minister for Tourism and Civil Aviation, Dr. Clarice Modeste Kerwin, says the region needs to continue speaking with a collective voice to stem the adverse effects of de-risking. Addressing the fourth sitting of the OECS Assembly in Antigua recently, Dr. Modeste Kerwin said de-risking poses a serious threat to the development of the region. The subject of de-risking is one that remains a major concern for Caribbean leaders, especially with reports by the World Bank that 89% of Caribbean jurisdictions have lost correspondent banking relationships in the last 5 years. De-risking in the region and the potential loss of correspondent banking relations was one of two motions brought before the House. It was moved by Minister Modeste Kerwin and supported by all.
We are all aware that in our small island developing states within this OECS space that we depend heavily on tourism. The visitors who come to our shores, our customers, they pay with credit card. The business people who come to our shores, they pay with credit card. And therefore, if we cannot maintain that relationship with our banks, international banks, we are going to have a serious problem. Tourism provides significant employment to the small man on the street, as well as the higher level persons who are educated in management or higher level service within the industry. And therefore, this would impact significantly on each and every citizen within our individual island states as well as collectively within the region.
Vincentian politician and diplomat Camilo Gonzalez, son of Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, said the loss of correspondent banking relations is the loss of financial viability and is in effect an embargo or economic blockade against a country. He said the Caribbean must recognize the situation for what it is, a clear and present danger that requires collective action by all members of the OECS and CARICOM in defense of their people's rights to exist financially.
You can have all the wealth that you want in country. If you are disconnected from global finance, you're on the brink of economic crisis. If you can't order medicine, if you can't order food, if you can't order furniture, what happens is that people have to get on planes with little black plastic bags of cash to do business. And our economies collapse if correspondent banking relationships collapse.
4 young people have won top places in the first ever World Skills Grenada competition, which was held recently at the T.A. Marisho Community College Hospitality Department. The competition showcased the technical competencies of participants between the ages of 17 and 25 in 4 skills areas. Organized by the Grenada National Training Agency and the Ministry of Education, the competition was held under the theme Showcasing Youth Skills for Employment. Details from Annette Moore.
The competition showcased the technical competencies of participants between the ages of 17 and 25 years old in 4 skill areas. The persons placing first in these areas were Jason St. Bernard in graphic design technology, Avion Primus in cooking, Indira Noel in fashion design technology, and Makita Francois in beauty therapy. The various participants received certificates of participation, trophies, medals, and an assortment of prizes from various sponsors including Duty Free Caribbean, La Conche Spa, Innovation Grenada, and the Riser Credit Union. At the closing ceremony, the participants in the area of beauty therapy and fashion design showcased their work in the form of a mini runway show.
Cause it's working, that work for the worship. You've been
Finding out I choose life as my experience to blend in, because normally somebody would choose an object or building or something, so I kind of did expect it to win. I did a panel mermaid dress, so I cut out different angles showcasing the roads of life, and a top stitch different threading, showcasing that life is not just black and white, it's colored. You have to look on life from a different angle and things like that. I do want to have my own business and design my clothes and stuff to be sewn for people.
As industry professionals, we think that this initiative put on by the National Training Agency was a dynamic one.
I'm in the roads, you don't roll right.
Super excited. I mean, I went through competitions but not like this, and I didn't know what I was expecting. I didn't know how it would have turned out, what I was getting myself into. All I know, I'm going in a competition and I'm going to give it my all, and look where I am today. I was self-taught, so I would like to take up a course in it in the near future, or as soon as possible. In the future, I would like to become a general cosmetologist. So definitely I would like to start my own business.
Avian Primus told us about her win in the cooking category.
I didn't quite expect it, but to me, probably what made my work stand out was the use of colors to attract the eater's eyes. Yeah, it was a bit challenging because I slightly have a problem with time, but based on how the time went and how I worked throughout it, I can say I did okay. When I get older, I intend to become a professional chef and someday own my own restaurant.
The graphic design students also displayed their creations, and we received feedback from the top competitor.
I was pretty much confident that I would have made first place, but at the same time I was still having doubts because the competitors there was a bit challenging. It was very informative. I mean, I learned a lot from the judges. They're very they're well engaged in what they're doing. They also coached us throughout the competition, so then for future reference, we know where to build on our weaknesses.
The Minister for Skills Development, Honorable Pamela Moses, was pleased with the outcome of the event.
I stand here again very proud of what has happened here over the last 2 days. We hope that if we keep working together, keep training you, keep enlightening and empowering you, keep having workshops for you as was recommended here today, that Grenada will definitely be the first island in the OECS to not only take part in World Skills Americas, but to aim for World Skills International, and of course come back with tremendous medals. We look forward to that.
For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
This is the National Report. More news after the break.
Every summer, the Spice Island of Grenada is transformed into the Caribbean's biggest party, Spice Man.
Foreigners from all over, coming down to Grenada.
Come experience the warmth of our people, trending theme fats, the revelry, the pageantry, and why we are the Jab Nation. The Kids Our Future shines on August 3rd in the Children's Carnival Frolic and the Junior Calypso Show. 7 beauties take center stage as the Queen of Carnival is crowned on majestic Thursday, August 8th. The prestigious Soca and Groovy Monarchs are crowned on Carnival Friday night, August 9th. Enjoy the pulsating rhythms of the Still Pan at the Junior and the Senior Panorama on Carnival Saturday, August 10th, and Real Steel, August 17th. The March Gras crowns the Calypso Monarch on Carnival Sunday, August 11th. 2 2 days of frolicking in the Caribbean sun kicks off on Monday morning, August 12th, with the biggest juve in the world. Followed by pageant and Monday night mass. The creativity and splendor of our mass parades on the road Carnival Tuesday, August 13th. Join us in the Jab Nation of Grenada, August 8th to 12th for Spice Mass 2019. Many events, one carnival.
Continuing the news, CPEA transfers will be approved on a needs basis, so says Education Minister the Honourable Emmeline Pear. Parents are given the opportunity immediately after the results are released to complete a transfer form and submit to the Ministry for approval. During last Tuesday's post-cabinet briefing, Minister Pear said the issue of transfer is becoming a major concern each year. She advises parents not to become too hopeful that their requests will be approved as schools' accommodation amount is fixed.
I looked at the numbers last night of students assigned, and I got very concerned about the expectations when it comes to transfers, because already the numbers are extremely high. So if you're talking about transfers, you're talking about additional persons, and I'm talking about transfers to schools that are normally the schools that most persons would be requesting a transfer to. I don't think persons should raise their expectations at all based on the numbers that I'm seeing. It appears that many persons were able to get their first choice, and of course we can only accommodate a certain number of persons, and there are guidelines, there are policies.
Assistant Testing and Measurement Officer John L. Mitchell says this year the examinations unit had to find placement for 1,799 students, which was not an easy task. He highlighted that the first 300 students were placed based on performance and the others based on the scheme of zoning.
The policy tells us that out of the top 300, each of them, they're placed on merit. So anyone in the top 300, it doesn't matter which part of the island you're from, you get your first place. So that's how we operate. St. Joseph's Convent, they say to us 90. That's what they say to us, right? And they're right. But top places, 99. So already we have given them more than they can take. So people will come for transfers, but it is our hands are tied.
Mitchell implored upon parents to be patient with the requests for transfer, as the process will be done on a needs basis by a special committee.
A student may, based on the location of the school, the environment, there might be certain elements within the environment that may trigger sickness. With medical report, these are things we have to look at. All right? So there are a number of things. You already might be looking for access. Like, let's say we have someone who is immobile, who is in a wheelchair. There are some schools, like Anglican High School, for example, they can better accommodate such a child, because we may put a child in a particular school that does not have that, so we would have to transfer in such a case. And these are things we communicate with the principals, with the parents. So there are a number of things that are looked at.
And that's the National Report. I'm Leslie Ann Johnson.
Thank you very much, Leslie. And we are running out of time. We want to quickly just run through the weather for you. And we have received a submission from the Met Office. So the weather, we are expecting fair conditions tonight. Minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour, gusting higher at times. Seas moderate, waves up to 7 feet in open waters. And that's your weather report for tonight. We want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in on the program. Those of you who are viewing on WPG10, those of you who are here like the Sharon, Asha, Camille, Shomin, Lisa, Rose, and everyone else, thank you for joining. YouTube viewers and WPG10 viewers, thank you again for joining us. We have another program for you tonight. Tomorrow, God's willing, sorry. God bless you and your family. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we all say, Ja! No! Good night, everyone.